What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV, back at it again with another banger. My people, y'all know the vibes by now. Kick back, relax, and come take a ride with me.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
Y'all, I don't know if you have seen, but Team USA just announced the Women's Americup team for this year's competition. And oh my goodness, when you talk about just an absolute stockpile of talent, some of the biggest and brightest stars in the women's college game. I mean, Hannah Hidalgo, Olivia, Miles, Madison, Booker, Mikayla, Blaze, Joyce, Edwards, Gianna Neepkins. The list goes on. It is absolutely spooky. This could be the best Americup team of college stars that we've absolutely ever seen. When you think about star power, when you think about accolades, when you think about pure talent, depth, and how this team meshes together, it is absolutely insane. I'm predicting it right now, bro. This team is gonna absolutely 30 ball everybody. We gotta get into it. So after 3 days of trials in Colorado Springs, the team was decided, and they will compete in June 28th through July 6th in Santiago, Chile in the 2025 FIBA Women's Americup. Oh my goodness. Now the team includes Reagan Beers, dog. Mikayla Blakes, dog. Madison Booker, dog. Audie Crooks, dog. Joyce Edwards, the truth. Hannah Hidalgo, dog. Flau'Jae Johnson, Gianna Neepkins, dogs. Olivia Miles, Kennedy Smith, Hannah Stolke, and Grace Van Sluten. This roster I like because it includes like some new faces along with some veterans of Team USA basketball. Now, breaking down the roster, we got 6 athletes who have claimed gold medal at members. Now, breaking down the roster a little bit more in depth, it includes 6 athletes who have claimed a gold medal as members of various USA basketball teams, including the 2024 USA U18 national team with Joyce Edwards and Kennedy Smith, the 2023 USA U19 team with Booker, Edwards, Hidalgo, and Van Sluten. So Edwards, man, has been racking up the gold. 2022 USA U18 women's national team, Van Sluten. 2022 USA U17 team with Booker and Hidalgo. 2021 USA 16 U team with Booker, and the 2019 USA 16U national team, which featured Olivia Miles. Blakes, Booker, Edwards, Hidalgo, and Smith played for Team USA at the Nike Hoop Summit as well. And then on the other side, Beers, Crooks, Johnston, Neepkins, and Stolke are making their competitive debut. So when you talk about some vets mixed with some new faces in Reagan Beers, Audie Crooks, Flau'Jae Johnson making her debut, Gianna Neepkins, Hannah Stolke, all making their debut with Team USA. And then I think it was just an excellent idea for Coach Kara Lawson out of Duke University serving as the head coach, Delisha Milton-Jones out of ODU, Old Dominion, and Coach Jenny out of University of Oklahoma also being an assistant there to coach up Reagan Beers. The 2025 USA Women's Americup team will open Group B with hosting nation Chile. They got Colombia after that, Puerto Rico, and Mexico. The winner of the 2025 FIBA Women's Americup will earn a berth to the 2026 FIBA Women's World Cup, set to be held in Berlin, Germany next year. Since the event's inception in 1993, the United States has captured 4 Americup gold medals, including titles in 2019 and 2021. Man, and you just look at the breakdown of this roster, y'all. Oh, my goodness. When you talk about size with Reagan Beers, Audie Crooks, 2 of the best bigs in the entire country, that's a whole lot of buckets, a whole lot of rebounds. We know Reagan Beers' minutes have been limited in her college career, so you also got Joyce Edwards, who you can bring in off the bench, super skilled, has a lot of competition, international competition experience, runs the floor well, just competed 3v3, so she's fresh. And she's got she's been competing pretty much since the season ended in the national championship for the Gamecocks. Like we said, Reagan Beers, super skilled. Audie Crooks, big, physical, walking double-double in her own right. And then Hannah Stolke is also a potential X factor with this team, a player that's experienced, super skilled, is low maintenance, can play with stars, doesn't need to dominate the ball or have a bunch of touches to impact the game. I think her athleticism and Joyce Edwards' athleticism and mobility will cause problems for other teams in the international play, the way the game is so fast. Then you got Flau'Jae Johnson, Olivia Miles, and Hannah Hidalgo in the same backcourt, bro, along with Mikayla Blakes. When you just talk about buckets, first off, Mikayla Blakes and Hannah Hidalgo, if that does turn out to be a starting backcourt, that's a whole lot of buckets. That's a whole lot of isolation. That's a whole lot of speed to cover with the small guards. But then you got Olivia Miles, the ultimate point guard, to run the show and keep everybody involved, dishing the basketball. Gianna Neekins, the shooter that's going to open everything up. Kennedy Smith, defensively, locked down. Offensively, she's going to cause problems with her physicality, her slashing ability. She's a problem in transition. Her and Flau'Jae Johnson will be getting to the cup at will. I like Grace Van Sluten as well, super experienced veteran and a leader for this group. And then you cannot forget about Madison Booker, SEC Player of the Year. When you talk about her versatility, being able to play the 2 to 3, possibly a small ball 4, her ability to hit the mid-range shot, create isolation buckets. There's gonna be an adjustment period. They're gonna have to really learn how to gel as a team and play as a team and run sets and play team offense and team defense. But when the shot clock is breaking down, when this group does need a bucket and the offense is scrambling, they have plenty of bucket getters. Now, I mean, projected starting lineup, when you look at it, man, it could go a lot of ways. Hannah Hidalgo, Olivia Miles, either one of them could start at the point guard position. You could throw Flau'Jae at the 2, Neekins at the 3, Madison Booker probably starts at the 3. I imagine Olivia Miles starts at the 1 for this group. And then, you can get really creative with Mikayla Blakes playing off ball. You can throw in Kennedy Smith as well, who plays the 3. I think Kennedy Smith will be a big impact off the bench for this group. But if it's my lineup, man, I'm probably going Olivia Miles, Hannah Hidalgo, and not with both point guards. I'm probably going Olivia Miles at the 1, Mikayla Blakes at the 2, Madison Booker at the 3. And then you could go small at 4 with a Kennedy Smith, or you could go big with, Hannah Stokey, Joyce Edwards. Honestly, man, Audie Crooks and Reagan Beers will probably be the starters. So if you look at a lineup, my dream lineup, honestly, if it's me, I'm going to start over. My dream lineup, I would have Hannah Hidalgo at the 1. I would have Mikayla Blakes at the 2, Madison Booker at the 3. At the 4, Audie Crooks. At the 5, Reagan Beers. Joyce Edwards, first player coming off the bench. Olivia Miles. You got Flau'Jae as well, who absolutely could be a starter. Gianna Neekins. Honestly, I think this could be a situation, too, where we don't even see the same 5 starters every game. They could definitely, Coach Carol Lawson has been known to play matchups. And it also, don't get too involved and too invested in who starts the game, because some of these bench players are going to be playing more minutes than the starters as well. It's going to be about situational, and I think when you have a team like this with so much talent, it could be anybody's night. It's going to be about riding the hot hand. So I don't want to put too much emphasis on starters, but that's just the way I would go. But you really can't go wrong with having Flau'Jae in the starting lineup, having Joyce Edwards in the starting lineup, having Gianna Neekins, whose shot-making ability, best three-point shooter, hands down on this team, will be definitely relied upon. She's going to open up the floor for a lot of players to get to the cup. Flau'Jae Johnson, Mikayla Blakes, Madison Booker, players like that. But this is an absolute stacked team. They're already gelling. They're already building that chemistry. And I have no doubt about it. They're walking away with the gold and that confirmation to play in the World Cup next year. It's talent, it's physicality. But also they got to come in humble and respectfully, because a lot of these international clubs, or international national teams, I should say, have grown up together, have played together for years, like Team USA, but they've had the same units, played together for years, gone through academies together, have played international competition with a lot of these same players that have been national team pillars. Team USA, a lot of these players have played together, but all of these players haven't played together. So it'll be interesting to see. And I mean, I don't imagine there would be drama, and I'm not going to feed too much into it, but Olivia Miles, Hannah Hidalgo, what is that situation going to look like? Can they squash the beef? Is it going to be an issue? Can they keep it professional? Was it addressed already on day 1 before everything got going? Because I guarantee you, if it was going to be a serious issue, these teams, they wouldn't have both made the team. But y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments, man. This team is absolutely stacked. I don't see any weaknesses. They've got bigs. They've got guards that can handle the basketball. They've got creators off the dribble, facilitators, playmakers, rebounders, defensive stoppers, everything you need to compete for a championship, man, and a gold medal. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments, though. This is major. That is a wrap for us. For all the latest and the greatest, I am Brandon Blakeney, a.k.a. Brandon Lee TV. This is the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. And until next time, my people, we out.